Eric said, Phil, I love you, but we're bored of you. You're winning all the time. Best thing about the 16th one is everybody's saying, you're finished. You're finished. Every head is lovers. I feel the pain.
Now, Phil, the operation, a complete success. We haven't seen you back on the Oche.
No, I'm getting there now. I'm all right. I've got to do a few more things, a bit more exercise, the doctor says. So I went for a second opinion.
Yeah. That's the way.
I went to my dentist.
So are you, any chance we're going to see you in the new year back on the board?
We'll see what I can. Well, I'll try. I'll try and practice and I'll see what I can do. If I can, I will.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done everything. Been there, done that. I've got the T-shirt.
16 world titles, obviously world championship on the way. 14 for the PDC. We'll have a quick scan over. Any career. Any of those 16? It's just a 16, Phil. Any of those that stand out? The first one against Eric, the last one against Michael.
Obviously, you make the world final. That's most exciting. You know what I mean? And to get through to the final and win it, I was the outsider. The main outsider was 125 to 1.
125 to 1, right.
And all my local town were having bets on me because they knew I could play, obviously, and I've been winning things. And even little old lady, I mean, the one that stands out most is a little pensioner, and she had £5 left in her pension. This is 1990, so £5 then was massive, and she won 750 quid.
Tremendous.
And she was like, I mean, you could buy a house.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. This old lady won it on me. Yeah. But like where I lived, you could buy a row of terraced houses for 500 quid. It was brilliant.
So the last 1990, of course, you played Eric. Of course, he was your sort of mentor.
Eric was my sponsor, yeah.
Yeah. Now, was that a good thing playing him in the final? You beat him, so obviously it was a good thing. But your first world final, playing somebody you knew so well, was that a good thing?
He does motivate you, though. Eric does.
Yeah,
I've got to be honest with you. He is a motivator, and he was another Brian Clough, and he used to say to me, you know, will England football team be any good? Put Eric in as manager. You don't have to know about football, but he will motivate you. Trust me. You know, he was one of them people that even now, if Eric was to walk in now, I'd get up and start practicing on the dartboard because he used to bollock me.
Yeah.
What are you doing sitting down there? He couldn't stand the fact that I talked to other players. Why are you talking to them? They don't like you. They're your enemies. Get on that board and practice.
Yeah.
And that was him.
And what was he like to play against, Phil?
For me, it was easy because I was practicing with him more or less every week.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was used to his bravado, and he wasn't as good as me, I'll be honest with you. He was good, but towards the end of his career, I'd have loved to play Eric at his best because I didn't play him at his best. He got dartitis. With the
dartitis, yeah. He still made world finals, didn't he? He lost in 5 world finals.
He beat Mike Gregg in the semis and played me in the final, bless him. Great character. He was like Marmite. You either loved him or you hated him.
Yeah.
We were like brothers, so 6 months of the year we got on like house on fire, and then 6 months of the year we wanted to strangle each other.
Yeah.
You know?
And then after, of course, there's multiple finals against your mate Dennis Priestley, of course. Now, a different kettle of fish. He was a quieter character, but Jesus, he could play. What a dart player.
Dennis was brilliant. Yeah, and I remember Eric, this is a true story. Eric Bristow, at one time, he said, Phil, come here a second. And he said, see all these players here talking to me, John Lowe, Cliff was always a friend, but there's a lot of players were talking to him. I said, yeah, what's wrong with that? He says, they hated my guts, hated me with a passion. Now they're talking to me. I said, what are you trying to say? He says, I'm no good anymore. I thought, you're kidding me. Oh, right, okay. And then I was number 1 in the world. Dennis Priestley came along. Well, all the players, when I was number 1, hated the guts of me. Didn't want to speak to him. Fucking Taylor's here again. Honestly, they don't like you because you're stopping them in and living. Then all of a sudden, I've dropped down to number 2. They started talking to me. I thought, this. I said, I'm not having this. I don't like this. And I remember Eric. So, and it was Peter Manley, believe it. I had to work Dennis Priestley out. And I would work Dennis Priestley out. He was on the board and he'd be like that. And behind him, you're thinking, I'm in the final. No, I was thinking, I might go on holiday next week. I'm on holiday. So where shall I go? Anyway, 45. Well, might go, didn't come back. Might go Portugal. I'm in Portugal. What else? So your mind, and it was John Lowe. He said, what you got to do, Phil? Take a longer, because we used to walk round and come behind you. So I used to walk. Take a little run up. You've got it. Exactly. So take a longer walk. By the time I come back, it's my go.
rather than wait.
And that's how you got to do it.
And then, because you go on the run,
and the players didn't speak to him anymore.
They speak to you because, you're winning again. So then you win 8 on the trot, and the defeat against John Part at the Circus Tavern, I think I heard you saying that it was almost a bit of a relief because the pressure was off you.
For me, because everybody was getting sick of me. Even Eric said, Phil, I love you, but we're bored of you. You're winning all the time. I meant I'm getting 50, 60,000 quid here, 100,000 quid. I said, I don't care if you're bored or not. And it does affect you because it's like, they keep on about mental health. Trust me, when you win the World Championship 8 years on the row, you get mental health out your skin. And then you go home and even your missus say, fucking hell, have you won again?
Looking at
seriously.
And then what we've got then is obviously a new influx of players coming around. You're still batting them away, of course. You've done Manly on a few. That was nice, wasn't it?
Oh, Manly. My forte was, when I won a game, I used to go up, take the dartboard off, sign the dartboard, and give it. Best when I won, ask the other player, would you sign this? And then pick a little kid out and give it to the kid with the darts and the dartboard. And over the years, right, but sometimes you're this big, and then I've been in a bar or been in a venue, and I've had this tap on my shoulder like this, and I've looked, and he's up here like this, about 6'5". Remember me? I'm thinking, fucking hell, what have I done? What have I done? Have I upset him? I said, no, I don't know. Thinking, oh, he's going to kill me. I was that little lad you give that dartboard to. Thinking, thank God for that.
Yeah. And then Manly done it.
Well, anyway, his Manly game, he beat me, and he asked me to sign the dartboard and give it away. And it was the best thing, because I wasn't playing very well. And after that, the next 12 months, I won, I think, 1.8 million in prize, because they called it Manly's Millions. And all the players gone at him, you stupid idiot. Why'd you do that on Taylor? You wound him up, and then that was it. So, yeah, got him back.
And then winding on a bit, you're 16th when you beat Michael. You're 2 sets nil down. You're 4-2 down. I think Michael, because he'd nearly done the 2-9 darters back to. He was absolutely on fire. But that must have been one of your biggest achievements to beat, because Michael was absolutely flying.
The best thing about the 16th one is because I hadn't won it for I don't know how many years, and everybody's saying, "You're finished. It's done. You're finished. You're finished. You're finished." There's a song actually with Robbie Williams, and it's called "Better Man." Better Man. Oh, Lord, I'm doing all I can to be a better man. But if you listen to so many, I think it's about 37 seconds in the song, he emailed me, and it's about me and him. They said it was leaving you, the magic was leaving you. I don't think so. And that's about me and him, because I won the world, and he wrote another hit song, because he thought his career was over, and everybody was telling my career's over, and that's an honest-to-God true story. I've got his number on my phone. You can give him a ring if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. That's right. And then...
But that is, God honest, 100% true.
And then...
It's called Better Man.
So you've won the 16. I always say this, and...
Send me these lovers.
Anyway, so...
I feel the pain.
Available, of course, CDs available at the bar. Yeah, and... Oh, that's rude. That's rude.
He doesn't realise I'm black belt in karaoke, does he?
No, we'll hear that later. I think he heard that. So you've won the 16. I would say that the biggest achievement, I think, is not one of your World Championship wins. I think the achievement when you won your 16th World Match Play, when the draw to the final was Gerwin Price, Raymond van Barneveld, Michael van Gerwen, Adrian Lewis, and Peter Wright. He was 50-1 to win that.
They were all has-beens, aren't they?
They weren't then. They were the best players in the world. And nobody got close to beating her. Is that your biggest ever tournament achievement, really?
I think so. I think as opponents, it's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Because the easiest half was the other half. And everybody's saying, have you seen your draw? Have you done this and this? I mean, yeah, but if I get past the first one, Gerwin Price, who I thought was funny, I had him the first leg, he gave it, and I just looked at him and went,
yeah.
And he just went, oh, and I got him straight away.
And of course, it was almost like your front room you're playing in. Of course, at the circuit, at the Winter Gardens.
I call him Sid in the final. He gave me the second walk on. So I knew respect.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're okay. They're going to get it now. You are. And he just folded. He just folded. He was a little bit like Thierry He was playing me in my last one.
Yeah.
I wish Rob Cross had gone and fucking
Yeah.
played me. Right?
6 months after, you're playing Rob Cross. Now, I think there's a part of you, because you wanted to obviously go out world match play champion and the reigning champion of the world, and you could say
I'd
to
love
Barry,
to win
you said to Barry, I'm going.
World Championships and see Barry Hearn's face when I said, see you later, pal.
Yeah.
Because I would have been a nightmare for him. He always said, he managed me for, 18 years, and he says, you've been a nightmare 18 years. Yeah. Barry Hearn used to phone me up, and I'll be honest with you, he never said, hiya, Phil, you all right? This is Barry Hearn. Phil, it's Barry Hearn. I know, Barry, your name's on me. You know you're a no-good little don't you? I go, yeah, of course I am. And you're a miserable little bugger at times, aren't you? Yes. But I've got a little thing for you I want you to do for me. That means I've got work for nothing. And that was Barry.
Yeah.
I know I'm a little miserable bugger. I know I'm a little ziggy, but I am what I am.
And there was
I used to say I'm a rich miserable bugger, though.
Well, that's true. And there was a chance, and you wired the double for 9. That would have been nice in that
when you're
final.
multi-millionaire, you can be miserable, can't you?
You can do what you want.
What's wrong with that?
You can do what you want.
It's not good being miserable if you're poor. It isn't, is it?
So, Phil, as far as the upcoming World Championship, we'll have a chat.
Hair, by the way? Who's cut that hair there?
Which one are you looking at?
Who's done that to him?
Who tells him? The hairdresser. Not surprised he's paying her.
You haven't paid for that.
He has.
Sue him.
Phil, thanks so much for your time. We're going to hear from you a little bit later on when we look ahead to the upcoming World Championship. We're going to move on now. We're going to introduce another legend to the stage, but this man's going to make his way back to the green room.
Bugger, don't you?
You are?
You know I'm a miserable.
Go on.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
What a superstar, a legend who is Phil the Power Taylor.